Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and as always, remember that you can like the video, subscribe in any of the cast that is on the site, and also do remember that we have a very cool sheet about sublety, and I'm of course going to be filling up as the expansion goes, and you can always check to have also the latest export of the kind of UI thing that we use, the unit frame things, and this video is not going to be super long. It's only going to showcase one macro to kind of help you if you are kind of a beginner um, and like to play Trickster Rogue instead of Deathstalker, because Deathstalker, let's say, it's a little bit more annoying, let's be honest. So this macro is going to be a one button macro for AoE. Why does this work? For some reason, Blizzard has coded Coup de Grace as a different spell than Eviscerate. We don't know how long this will last. This may, of course, have some bugs, but this means that you can use this macro, show tooltip and cast Coup de Grace and cast Black Powder. I do recommend that you put it on a different bind that your Eviscerate and your Black Powder normally, because in the future when you are more experienced with the spec, sometimes you do want to save your Coup de Grace for when you are going inside dance. Maybe because it also fully caps your flawless and other things, more damage. Let's just say that. You also want to supercharge it, as you might expect. Now, with this out of the way, this is very easy. If you don't know how Trickster works, you have these unseen blades that you proc. Baseline, they are 20 seconds, and then when you use secret technique, you get 2 stacks that you can put. They are kind of saved, so you can have at the beginning of combat, you have 3, 100%, because you are going to have the normal one, and then the 2, and then there are random resets that you can get from 1000 cuts. These do scale with haste, but up to a point, and we are kind of stacking haste, so they actually happen quite often. And then you have flashing steel. This, if you remember, is the old tier set that we had. Right now we only have a flat damage buff, but before our unseen blades could strike twice. Do remember now that our normal eviscerates do not flurry anymore. That's why we kind of don't eviscerate in AoE, but with the Coup de Grasses, they are enough to keep our slice and dice from cut the chase. So this macro is if you are beginning to play the spec, or if you know how things work and you have your 3 binds that you are going to be using while you are doing AoE normally outside of dance or inside of dance, you can use this macro to use Coup de Grace always when it's available. You can see here. Then we go into dance normally. Can use this, and as you can see, I'm going to keep doing the normal black powder until my Coup de Grace is ready. That way you don't need to think as much, and you can kind of focus on other things while using that one button macro for doing AoE as Trickster. That's everything that I wanted to say. Don't want to make this longer. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.